my name's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about budgeting on a teacher's income. I've been making a budget since last April. I and my husband moved to Maryland when we first got married. We got married almost a year ago, and he was the only one working at the time, so we needed to figure out how we were going to make things work each month because I was still finishing my master's degree. So I decided to start budgeting. So I downloaded an app. I used the EveryDollar app. That is how I got started, and I still use that same app. So I'm just going to talk through the different parts of the app and show you kind of like what we do, not based on our actual numbers. I just kind of threw some round numbers in there. The percentages are based on the percentage of what we use from what we make on our monthly budget. So I just made my March budget a few days ago, but you're seeing an April one here just for an example. So as you can see at the very top, it has this round circle and then it says monthly budget, and that is the total amount of money that is available to spend for a month. Thing that shows both of our incomes, so we both get paid bi-weekly, and so we each get about 2 checks per month. Like I said, not real numbers, but just some round numbers to use as an example for our budgeting video today. On to our next category, that is the giving category. So we're Christian and we go to church, and we believe that we need to give back to God what He has given to us, and we tithe 10% to our church, and we do a little bit of extra and give a little more than that as well for missions and for our school building fund and such. So there's 10% of our income each month that goes towards that. And then we also have the savings category as well. This doesn't always have something in it. This month it has $100, so that one actually is true because we're saving for our anniversary. So it varies per month what is in the saving category of our budget. Like I said, some months we have to save, so like this anniversary trip. Other months we're not saving for anything. Leading up to Christmas, doing some savings. So it just depends on the month. This one is kind of variable. Moving along in the budget app, you will see that we come to our home or house expenses based on percentages. That's the amount we spend on our home. The Wi-Fi or internet is actually true. We were able to find a really great deal with Xfinity this last fall. So right now we're only paying $40 a month for our internet, which is a huge blessing. It's gonna go up after our first year, but for now it works really great. Our next category is our transportation category. So we live very close to our school, and we don't really go anywhere other than work on most months. So there's only $25 there for gas. If we were planning on going on a road trip, we would definitely add more to that. Next, we have the food category. So this is including our groceries and our eating out. Typically, we spend $200 a month on groceries. This is a little different. It says $150, so that just really depends on what you need and what you think you'll need that month for groceries. So we have some extra stuff from last month that we froze. So again, that one is pretty consistent with the percent that we spend on groceries, which is, well, food is about 6%, but again, it really just varies per person and what works for you and your family. We are a family of 2, so we don't need to spend too much on food, and we try to buy stuff on sale. Under that category is the hardest category to stick to, and that is our eating out budget. This originally started as $50 when we first got married. It got bumped up to $100 recently, then we're bumping it down to $75. Again, this is a variable expense. It just depends on how much we're willing to actually eat out. So we're trying to only do $75 this month. month, so this is an actual accurate number to what we're doing. And again, it just depends on the person and your lifestyle, but this is what works for us. We don't really go out and get expensive food when we go to a restaurant, but it's nice to have that there in case neither of us want to make dinner. Being a teacher is super time consuming, and sometimes you just don't want to do anything when you get home. Next, we also have just the lifestyle category, which includes our miscellaneous group. So we put around $75. It depends on the month. If we have more that we can put in our budget, we'll put a little more, but it's kind of like our food budget. It's kind of between $50 and $100. It depends on the month. For random expenses that may come up, next, our personal category, which includes subscriptions as well as like hair care or makeup and stuff. So there's $20 for that in case we need to get makeup or body wash or toothpaste. And our subscription is just to Amazon, so that's kind of a fixed expense each month. And then our last category is just the debt category. So we have a little bit of credit card debt. So we put $100 towards that. If there's ever a month where we have more money, because we're not saving for anything, then sometimes we'll put more than that, but that's kind of been what it is recently, just because we've been either saving for birthdays or anniversary trips. Like January, February, March are like birthdays and anniversaries, so it's at 100 right now. And then the biggest expense that we have each month is student loan debt. So I ended my master's degree in the summer, and as soon as I finished, I started paying off that debt because it's my goal to have it paid off within a year of finishing school, and we are right on track with that. So 48% of our income goes towards paying off our student loan. This isn't our exact number that we use each month, but it is a percent of what we put in the app at the very top. So this is accurate percent-wise on what we spend. So 48% of what we make as a family goes towards that, and that's what's been working for us. Once we're done with that, I'm sure we'll find other places to put that money or to save that money. So this is what we do for budgeting. So let's go into a little bit more detail with the app. So as you can see at the top, there's three little categories. One is planned, one is spent, and one is remaining. So I always will go into there when I spend money, let's say for groceries, and I'll put $50 that I spent in there. And then my next category is the what's remaining, and it'll show you that there's 100 out of the $150 left or available for you to spend for the rest of the month. So it's a really good and easy way to track your expenses, and since it's an app, you can just do it like right after you leave the grocery store when you're sitting in your car. Just put that number in so that you can keep track of those expenses, whether it's the grocery store or a Target run or going and eating out. I'll leave a link in the description for those who would like to look at it and see what it's like. We live a pretty frugal life just because we're teachers and we don't make a ton of money, but God does provide for all of our needs, as He says He will in the Bible, and we are not in want of anything. And this is what has been working for us for the last year, but our lifestyle hasn't changed at all in the last year. Still living in the same place, no kids, no pets. So obviously these numbers will look different for everyone depending on how much you make, if you have kids, whether you go out to eat or not, and what other expenses you may have in life. But it's just super helpful to just have an app available where you can track your expenses. I hope this video was helpful to you. I really have enjoyed making a budget each month. If you ever want help with a budget, put a comment below, or if you know me personally, just send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll see